We're turning now to tragedy turned to awareness and prevention. LakeSafe Initiative is a youth-led community effort to help families better understand water safety, and this all came after a tragic incident at Lake Sammamish. It is hosting outreach events to help prevent it from happening ever again. Joining me now, we have the founder and youth advocate. I want to welcome Mudra Machewad. Welcome to you.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here. And can you share a little bit more about what inspired you to take on this mission and why it's something that is so important for our community?
In August of 2025, a tragic drowning incident happened at Lake Sammamish. And actually, a couple of weeks before, my family and neighbors went to Lake Sammamish at the same location, and their boat also flipped, similar to the incident that happened. And my dad was super scared. He does not know how to swim. And I didn't really think about it at that moment of time. But now, when that drowning incident happened, I was like, oh my gosh, that could have been us. And that could be anybody in our community. What can we do to prevent this from happening in the future? And that is why I got inspired to start the LakeSafe Initiative.
Yeah, I think that's a really important point because, yes, it helps to be a strong swimmer, but that doesn't assure you anything, which is why it's so important to work on informing the community. And you do partner with so many groups around the region to promote that water safety education. Let's talk a little bit about the differences between open water and then pool safety.
So many people assume that knowing how to swim in swimming pools means that you are safe in the open water lakes of bodies. But that's not the case. Even if you are a professional swimmer and even if there is a warm day outside, doesn't mean that the water won't be cold or there are certain drops in the levels of water. So it's very different, and that's basically the main difference. But in order to get rid of this assumption, LakeSafe is doing several awareness campaigns. So for example, we are focusing on education, which I believe is so important, especially for high schoolers and middle schoolers as they get into swim season, and just spreading campaigns across adults as well as schools.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think oftentimes, and I'm sure you've experienced this with this project, having the conversation is an excellent first step because you kind of get rid of those assumptions. You do have some upcoming events in Sammamish. So where are they happening and what are you going to be focusing on?
So we have an event on March 28th, Spring into Adventure at Lake Sammamish State Park. And it is all about how to prevent drowning. So we have overall 15 partners in the LakeSafe Initiative, and so we will make sure that all resources from all these different organizations will be there at our booth, and we encourage everybody to show up and support our cause for this initiative.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Talk to me a little bit about the progress you've already been able to make since you started LakeSafe Initiative. Talk to me about the impact on the community.
Yeah, so after the incident that happened in August, I got inspired to start this, and this initiative started in September of 2025. We have monthly sync-ups with all our 15 partner organizations every month, all hands, and those organizations include Washington State Parks, legislators, mayors from Issaquah City Council, Sammamish City Council, Fire East Side Rescue, Seattle Children's, and multiple different organizations like this. And some of the actions that we've taken are that we had a YMCA annual fund drive, and I talked about how we can raise funds so that we have actual hands-on CPR lessons that are free to the community, because some people have financial burdens and they're not able to afford all of these swimming lessons or CPR lessons or what to do when you are in a drowning situation. So that was one of the events that we've had. And I also had the opportunity to have a booth at the TEDx Sammamish inaugural event, as well as we have the March 28th event coming up and the May 15th event where we will have It's open to the community, and we will have all our partner organizations showing representation of the LakeSafe Initiative and some of the actions that we've taken, as well as our future goals. And I just believe that I have one truly belief that I've been believing since 6th grade, and that's the heart to serve, the call to lead, and the courage to engage equals to service leadership. And that's why I'm so encouraged to be part of this LakeSafe Initiative and to advance our mission. And I would recommend that every community member lives by this and really pushes it forward.
Absolutely. Mudra, thank you so much for this great work you're doing today. And best of luck as you continue to do it. We'll be right back.